on 160. Yeah. Gervonta Tank Davis, is my prediction that Gervonta Tank Davis is going to weigh in on the night of the fight against Jake Paul, knocking on 160 pounds. Don't be surprised if he's 157 pounds, something like that. You guys see this footage? Look at Tank. Now, if you know what you're looking at, the guy must be around 150 right now, 153, something like that. And you can really tell when he's sideways. When you look at him sideways and see the depth. See, from the front view, you can't really tell. But when he turns sideways, the guy is a wrecking ball. He's literally a baby rhino out there. And I think that is the idea for him to bulk up and be a little powerhouse out there. And I'm all for it. I'm going to tell you in this video why I think that's the best thing for Tank and why I think he will be knocking on 160 pounds. Now, at the end of this video, I'm going to be showing you guys another workout of mine. Let me be absolutely clear with this, all right? I'm not trying to say that I'm a great fighter. I'm not trying to say that I'm better than you. We all know, Lord knows, that all you guys in the comments are Olympic gold medalists. You guys are fantastic fighters, and I can't come close to the level of great technique and great fighting that you are. I'm just working out, all right? And I was definitely trying to hit the bag as hard as I can. I was really working on my hooks more than anything. Now listen, I know that I'm trash, all right? So, just look at it and be like, okay, ShowBizz trash or whatever. Or if you want to be inspired and you're on a journey like I am, I'm trying to get back. I'm trying to not look like I'm 45 out here, all right, other than the gray and the beard, all right? If you get inspired, please let me know in the comments. Other than that, all you Olympic gold medalists out there, I'm nowhere on your level, all right? But if you want to see it, it's going to be at the end of this video. Now, Gervonta Tank Davis. Listen, the reason why I think he will be knocking on 160 pounds is because I think that's his walking around weight. And I have receipts for all this shit. You guys remember, what, 4 or 5 years ago where he missed weight against Gamboa?
Initial weight is 136.2 pounds. Weight limit on this fight is 135 pounds for the lightweight title. Gervonta has 1 hour in order to make that 135-pound weight limit for the WBC lightweight championship of the world.
That was disgusting. A pound plus over the 135-pound weight limit. And that was then, years ago. And I know you guys say, a lot of you Tanky Wanky fans say that, now he's been staying in shape. He doesn't have that issue anymore. But that's not the point. I'm saying that he can yield that type of weight. He's a bowling ball. He ain't a little guy like you guys say. The Tanky Wanky say he's a little guy. But I got more receipts. Do you guys remember, 2 years ago against Mario Barrios to make 140? He was coming down in weight.
144.1.
Weighing in at 144 plus. Huh? I even got more receipts for you guys. Remember against Ryan Garcia, right? You saw him stacking on snacky cakes and all kind of Skittles and shit, for the all access with him versus Ryan Garcia. I think this was like episode 2 or something. It was hilarious. But he goes in the store and they have to weigh him. And in that store, he weighs 150 pounds.
Good, thank you.
How much I weigh?
154.
154?
Yes, sir.
All right, weigh me one more time.
All right, 150.
150? What is on? All right, bet.
And then the most famous audio leak that the War Room made famous, that we sent out and it went viral, when Team Tank said that Gervonta Tank Davis walks around at 160 pounds.
He ain't gonna never want to fight at 135 again. He will, but I'm saying. That's such a big company, man. This is walk around like that. No, walk around? Like just, you know what I mean? get up big, but like, this is walk around with him. No, walk around, like just, you know what I mean? 160.
Game, set, match. Ha! The guy, I'm telling you, man, you guys see Gervonta Tank Davis as this little guy, the Tanky Wankies. He's too little. He's too small. Where Gervonta Tank Davis, he walks around somewhere in the 150s, all right, 155, something like that. He's knocking on 160. And I think that's the best bet going up against Jake Paul. You're not going to get a 135-pound Tank. I think Gervonta Tank Davis is going to be knocking on 160. You put on the right muscle mass, right? You look at Terrence Bud Crawford and what he did, other than the 1.21 gigawatts, right? But he definitely, all jokes aside, he definitely put together the type of training camp to where he can bulk up and kind of keep his speed. Gervonta Tank Davis, if he put on the right weight, put the right weight on, and, you know, have the lean muscle right, he can look fantastic somewhere in the mid-150s, dare I say, close to 160 against Jake Paul. And dare I say it, I think that's the right thing for him to do. Why? I've been saying this. Number one, fighters need to start fighting closer to their walk-around weight. They're just healthier that way. They're just better and healthier that way. I mean, I know it's probably surprising them too. Like, that was the best I've seen Terrence Bud Crawford. Lamont Roach, he's fighting Pitbull at 140, coming from 130 and a pit stop at 135. You have Shakur Stevenson talking about fighting Teofimo Lopez. They're very close to making that fight at 140. And I think all of them would look their best there, especially Roach, where he ain't knocking nobody out down there at 130. But I bet you he'll be swatting far more at 140. Gervonta Tank Davis, I think, just like the others, fighting closer to your walk-around weight is just going to be one of the better performances for Gervonta Tank Davis. He's going to learn a lot about his body. He's going to learn a lot about himself and where he should campaign moving forward. Maybe even meeting Roach in that rematch at 140 himself. Also, another reason why I think it behooves him to come in knocking at 160 pounds is because of Jake Paul. It's not like Tank is going to dodge every punch Jake Paul throws, all right? Some of those going to land, and more than likely it's going to land on his guard. Tank is going to have his guard up. We need for him to be solid enough, his foundation and his base solid enough, so when Jake Paul hits him with those shots, he doesn't go flying around the ring. So we need Tank Davis to be that bowling ball, that wrecking ball, that baby rhino that he is. We need him knocking on 160 pounds. I think that's something that he's going to do. I think he's going to be somewhere 155, 157, very close to 160. And I think that wrecking ball, Gervonta Tank Davis, come the night of the fight or the exhibition, whatever you want to call it, he's going to be a problem for Jake Paul. Now, check out my workout. ShowBizz, little dope. I'm out.